Welcome back my YouTube channel Old Coin Z Collection, where we dive into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins from around the globe. I'm your host, your name, and in today's video, we're going to talk about something absolutely mind-blowing. How a 5-cent coin from 1992 in South Africa could be worth a jaw-dropping $5 million. Yeah, you heard me right, $5 million. Now you might be thinking, how could a 5-cent coin possibly be worth that much? Well, stay tuned because we're about to take a deep dive into the history, the mystery, and the incredible value of this tiny piece of South African history. First, let's talk about the coin itself. The 5-cent coin was part of South Africa's currency system for many years. But what makes the 1992 coin so special? You might find a bunch of these in your old coin jar at home, and they'll probably be worth just a few cents, right? Well, not this particular one. You see, it all started in 1992 when the South African Reserve Bank released the new coin series with a completely new design. The obverse features the springbok antelope, a symbol of South Africa, and the reverse features the 5-cent value, with the words Suid-Afrika, South Africa, and the year of minting. But wait, there's more to this coin than just its design. The 1992 South African 5-cent coin was minted during a period of political change in the country. In 1992, South Africa was in the midst of its transition from apartheid to democracy. Nelson Mandela had just been released from prison, and the nation was beginning to embrace a new era. In fact, the 1992 coin release was one of the last under the apartheid government before the country would usher in a new democracy in 1994, but this time in history made the 1992 coins particularly unique. The currency reflected the significant changes happening in the country, and collectors started taking note of the rarity of coins minted during this period. Alright, so here's the big question. What makes a 5-cent coin from 1992 worth so much money? Well, the answer lies in a rare error that happened during the minting process. Most of the 1992 5-cent coins are, as you'd expect, worth only a few cents. But there are a very small number of these coins with a key error, a misstruck design. Some of the 1992 coins were accidentally minted with the incorrect metal composition. These coins were made with a rare alloy that wasn't supposed to be used for 5-cent pieces. Now, this rare metal alloy error made the coin much more valuable than any regular 5-cent coin. Over time, collectors realized the rarity of these misstruck coins, and their value started to soar. A handful of these coins, in mint condition, have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. But there is one particular coin that's been the subject of intense speculation, a 1992 5-cent piece, in near-perfect condition, that was believed to have been sold for $5 million. Let's talk about that $5 million coin. You might be thinking, that sounds too good to be true. Well, the story behind this coin is almost as extraordinary as the coin itself. Legend has it that this rare 1992 5-cent coin, with the minting error, was discovered by a coin collector in South Africa back in the early 2000s. The coin was sent to a top-tier grading service, and after being authenticated, it was revealed to be one of the most flawless examples of this misstruck error. In fact, it was one of the only ones known to exist in such perfect condition. Fast forward a few years, and this coin made headlines when it was auctioned at a prestigious coin event. Bidders from around the world were eager to get their hands on this piece of history. And when the hammer came down, the final bid was a staggering $5 million. This made the 1992 5-cent coin one of the most expensive coins ever sold in the world. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare 5-cent coins from 1992? It's important to know what to look for if you're digging through your coin collection. First, check the minting year. You'll be looking for a coin stamped with 1992. Second, you need to examine the coin closely for any signs of a misstruck design or unusual metal coloration. If you spot anything that looks off, or if the coin seems to be made from a different alloy than the regular 5-cent pieces, you could have a rare one on your hands. Another tip: get your coins properly graded. A professional grading service can tell you whether your coin has the unique error and what its current value might be. The better the condition, the higher the potential value now. You might be thinking, is this just some crazy fluke, or is there really money to be made in rare coins? Well, the coin market is booming, and the rarity of certain minting errors like this 1992 5-cent coin can make them extremely valuable. In fact, collectors and investors often turn to rare coins as part of their investment portfolios. And if you have one of these treasures in your hands, you could be sitting on a gold mine. So, there you have it. How a simple 1992 South African 5-cent coin could be worth $5 million. Who would have thought that something so small could hold such immense value, history, and story? It's one you definitely don't want to miss. We're diving into the incredible story of the 1992 South Africa 2-cent coin, which, believe it or not, is valued at a whopping $3 million. Yes, you heard that right. Stick around till the end of the video to learn about the history, rarity, and how you can find these incredible coins. Now, you might be wondering how a coin that was only worth 2 cents back in 1992 could possibly be worth $3 million today. Let's start with the basics. The 2-cent coin from South Africa was issued as part of the country's currency system, and it features some pretty significant elements that make it stand out. On the obverse of the coin, we have the classic South African coat of arms, which is a symbol of national pride. The reverse side features a stunning image of a protea flower, one of South Africa's national symbols. But what makes this coin so rare and valuable? Let's dive deeper into the history of this particular piece. The history of South African coins dates back hundreds of years. However, the 1992 series of coins was issued at a time of transition for the country. 1992 was an important year as South Africa was in the middle of significant political and social change. Nelson Mandela had just been released from prison, and the country was on its way to dismantling apartheid. Now, you may be asking, why is the 1992 2-cent coin valued at such an astronomical figure? Well, the rarity of the coin is the key here. The South African government only minted a very limited number of these 2-cent coins in 1992, and they were produced with a particular alloy composition that was later discontinued. Here's the kicker. A very small number of these 2-cent coins from 1992 were struck with a unique error. This rare error occurred during the minting process, leading to subtle but noticeable differences in the coin's design. These errors are what set the coin apart and contribute to its incredible value today. Such errors are incredibly rare, and when they are found, they often go unnoticed by the general public. But for experienced collectors, these types of mistakes are a gold mine. Imagine finding one of these rare pieces hidden away in your collection, or even in your pocket change now. The big question, why is this coin valued at a staggering $3 million? The primary factor is its rarity, of course. But even rarer are the pieces that exhibit minting errors. A collector recently acquired one of these error coins in an auction, and it fetched a price that shocked the numismatic community. $3 million. These error coins are highly sought after by serious collectors, and their value is driven by scarcity, historical significance, and the sheer difficulty in finding them. So, how can you identify a rare 1992 South Africa 2-cent coin in your collection? First, check for any irregularities in the design, especially around the protea flower and the coat of arms. Some of the errors are quite subtle, such as slight misalignments in the text or design elements that seem off-center. The minting errors are usually very fine and require a keen eye to spot. Another important aspect is the condition of the coin. Coins that are in excellent condition, often referred to as uncirculated or mint state, will fetch a higher price at auction. So if you happen to find a pristine example of the 1992 South Africa 2-cent coin, especially one with errors, you could be sitting on a small fortune beyond its rarity and history. There's also the investment potential of rare coins like this. The coin market has seen some crazy growth in recent years, with rare coins breaking record prices. For collectors looking to diversify their portfolios or those seeking an alternative investment, rare coins can be a surprisingly stable asset. But remember, the market is always fluctuating, and a coin's value isn't guaranteed. Before jumping in, it's always wise to consult with experts and do thorough research. But rest assured, the 1992 South Africa 2-cent coin could be a great addition to any collection. Now, how do you go about acquiring a 1992 South Africa 2-cent coin, especially one in good condition or with an error? Well, there are a few places you can look. Online marketplaces like eBay, specialized numismatic websites, and even local coin shops are all great places to start. But make sure to check for authenticity and whether the seller is reputable. The last thing you want is to get scammed on a high-value coin. That's it for today's deep dive into the 1992 South Africa 2-cent coin. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins and their fascinating stories, top 2. The coin 1979 South Africa 2-cent coin. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know everything you need to about this rare gem, and maybe even a thing or two about the world of coin collecting itself. Let's get started. So, the 2-cent coin from South Africa, minted in 1979, is one of those pieces that might look simple at first glance, but carries with it a lot of historical weight. A coin like this may appear small and insignificant, but the story it tells is absolutely fascinating. The South African currency system at the time was incredibly interesting, and understanding the background of the coin really helps us appreciate its value today. Let's start with its design. On the obverse, or front side, we have the iconic effigy of Jan van Riebeeck, a historical figure from the early Dutch colonial days in South Africa. This portrait, designed by Coert Steinberg, is a symbol of South Africa's colonial past. And on the reverse side, we have the emblem of the springbok, which is South Africa's national animal, and the denomination 2 cents clearly inscribed. Simple but striking, right? Before we get into the coin's value, let's take a quick detour into the history of South Africa's currency system. In 1961, South Africa became a republic, and the country switched to its own currency, the rand. The 2-cent coin was part of this transition and was issued as a small denomination coin, designed to handle everyday transactions. But back then, 2 cents wasn't worth nearly as much as it might be today. In 1979, South Africa was under the rule of apartheid, and the economy was quite different from what we see now. The 2-cent coin was widely used in daily trade, and back then, a small change could buy you a lot more than it could now. The coin was made of bronze and had a weight of 2.5 grams, with a diameter of just 20 millimeters. Fast forward to today, and you might be wondering, what makes this 2-cent coin so special? Well, here's the thing. Despite its humble origins, this coin has become incredibly rare and sought after by collectors. But why? Let's talk about the factors that contribute to the coin's immense value. First off, rarity plays a big role. In 1979, the South African Mint produced millions of these coins, but over the years, many have been lost or damaged. Coins in pristine condition, especially those with minimal wear and tear, have become rare. When you add to that the high demand from collectors looking for these specific pieces, the value starts to skyrocket. Now, what's the value of the 1979 South Africa 2-cent coin today? Well, depending on its condition and specific edition, it could range anywhere from a few dollars to an absolutely mind-blowing $5 million. Yes, you heard that right, $5 million. But before you start thinking about rushing to your coin jar, let's break down how you can identify if you've got a coin worth that kind of cash. When it comes to old coins, condition is key. Coin grading is the process of determining the state of the coin, and this can dramatically affect its value. Coins are graded on a scale from poor P to perfect mint state, MS 70. For the 1979 South Africa 2-cent coin, a coin in perfect mint condition could be worth a lot more than one that's worn down from years of handling, if you're lucky enough to find one of these coins in exceptional condition. We're talking flawless surfaces, clear details, and no signs of wear. You might just have a rare specimen worth up to millions. So how can you check your coin's condition? You need a magnifying loupe or a high-quality camera to inspect every detail closely. Also, note that some 1,979 2-cent coins had minting errors, like misprints or double strikes, that can also greatly increase their value. These are considered rare mistakes, and collectors love them. Coin collecting isn't just a hobby, it's an investment. The market for rare and old coins has been growing rapidly, with prices for certain coins increasing over time. If you've been holding on to old coins like the 1979 South Africa 2 cents, you might want to consider having them professionally appraised. Let's talk about the investment potential for rare coins. Over the past few decades, the value of certain coins has shot up by hundreds of thousands of dollars. Coins like the 1979 South Africa 2 cents coin, when in top-notch condition, can bring in eye-watering sums. And sometimes even the most unexpected coins can surprise you with their worth. So, to wrap things up, the 1979 South Africa 2 cents coin is a fantastic example of how something as simple as a small piece of currency can carry immense value, both historically and monetarily. The rarity, the condition, and the minting errors are all key factors that determine how much a coin like this is worth. If you're a collector, it might be worth taking a second look at your collection and seeing if you've got a 1979 2 cents coin that could be worth millions. Thank you so much for joining me today on this journey through coin history. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more rare coins and fascinating collections, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear about any rare coins you might have in your own collection. Until next time, happy collecting!